What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. We're cruising over to TNH Auto Salvage in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to show you guys exactly how easy it is to pick up a Junkyard LS. I've been here multiple times before. They always have them on hand, 5.3s for around $500. That's pulled and delivered with a 30-day guarantee. You can't beat it. So let's get in here, let's see what they got. We're looking for a motor for a 1,000 horsepower for $1,000 build. What's up, guys? You're always asking, how do you get your motors? Where do you get them from? We're here at TNH Auto Salvage in Las Vegas, Nevada, and well, I guess this is the secret. They have hundreds upon hundreds of 5.3s and 6.0s everywhere you look. They're just kind of like cockroaches. You can pick one of these up for $450, maybe $500. This one here probably be super cheap. It's pretty nasty, but this is where you go. For you junkyard guys that are always concerned on how it works, it's pretty simple. You just come here, you find what you want. You know, if I want this junky one here, just go up to the front and tell them, go out and pull me the motor out of, you know, this stock number. Everybody thinks it's mileage, but it's not. You know, 118, 885, and they'll pull it out and they'll deliver it, and they will warranty it. You know, if you want the stock harness, just tell them include the stock harness right there. If not, which I never recommend rewiring harnesses because it's just the most, you know, junky thing you can do, but it's there for you guys that want to do that. So here it is. You just come to the scrapyard, real simple, pick out the motor you want, go up in the front, tell them what it is that you want. They'll pull it for you, they'll deliver it. I mean, you just can't beat it. Don't waste your time on Marketplace with guys asking $900 to $1,000 for them. It just doesn't make sense. You just come here and pick one up, $450, $500. You got a 5.3. We found the motor for the NASCAR sitting right over here on the ground. Story behind the motor is customer came in on Saturday to buy it, backed out. Here it is. We're gonna take it home, get it ready to go on the NASCAR. All right, so we're back from TNH. Picked up that motor and some other cool parts here. And we're gonna get this motor build going. But first, we got FiTech fuel injection coming in town Saturday, and we gotta get this car dynoed. This has their FiTech fuel injection system on it. But the problem is I blew the transmission up on the first test drive. It's the only piece of the car that we didn't build in-house. We did pick it up off a buddy who bought it built, and it was all bad. First time out of first, and the second it just exploded. So as you can see, we're building this transmission right now. This car needs to be back together in 24 hours when FiTech gets here. The car is self-tuned, it runs, it drives great. Obviously it blew up a transmission, but they want to come out, stick it on our dyno, see what it does. They're gonna fine tune it, and you know, that's that. But check this car out. Danny over at Devious Designs did the paint for us, along with Steve Darnell over at Welder Up. Pretty crazy stuff. It's all powder coat. Yeah, this car's awesome. So anyways, we'll have more of this car. I'm just finishing up this build. I did this one all by myself. It's kind of one of those things where you build a car on your free time, you don't want anybody to mess with it. It's just all you don't want no help. And that's where we're at with this car. Need to get it finished up, just get it parked at home and get on to the next project. But yeah, that's it for the Fairlane. Hopefully we can get this thing back running, driving with a new transmission, and focus back on this girl here, because we're making 1,000 horsepower for $1,000. Originally this was supposed to be a rat rod. I took it over to my buddy Danny at Devious Designs, and I asked him to do a paint job that looked like shit. I said, make my car look like shit. It's a rat rod, but I don't want it where I need a tetanus shot to get in and out. I want a clean rat rod. So Steve Darnell, which is Vegas Rat Rod's welder up, and Danny got together and they made this awesome paint job here. But let me show you my favorite part about the car. Aside from all the real patina locked underneath, like 10 coats of clear, not really, but you know, I'll give the haters something to talk about in the comments. But that is the real patina, and it looks pretty badass. We did electric trunk. We better get these batteries charged up. All right, a couple cool parts about this trunk. Contacted a customer of mine who I'm building a truck for, who does speaker boxes, had him build me a box, and he brought it to me. It was birch, all nice and pretty, and I just couldn't help but take my MAP gas to it, and I just burned the shit out of it. And the reason that happened is one of my best friends is Steve Darnell over at Welder Up, and hanging out with him, you'll start doing dumb shit like this. You'll start burning everything and making it look like crap, because that's what Steve does. Anyways, Steve also got me into the whole porcelain signs and all that stuff, but these are some of my favorite ones. This one's awesome. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Our girls love to pump it. That's a real authentic sign from '59 here in Nevada. That was so cool that I found that. This is a no smoking mobile sign. I figured it went with the trunk well because of my favorite part, which I guess I gotta show you now, which is right there. Hope you guys can see that. That is a force fuel unit from FiTech. This thing is badass. You can mount this thing anywhere. It takes a low pressure input, so it could be a mechanical pump or a low pressure electrical pump. Return back to the tank, high pressure 58 psi, right back to the motor. This unit is rad. Positive, negative off the top, and it wires right into the unit, right off of the manifold. So that's awesome. This is like one of my favorite parts of this car, was this force fuel system, and it's silent. You can't even hear it run. So I kind of made this like a mini pump station back here, because obviously I got my pumping station here. I got my Union 76 porcelain sign. I got my Richards Texaco casino sign. And then over here, which this is mobile. For those of you guys who don't know much or think you know everything, if you don't know, Saucony here is actually Southern Oil Company of New York. I'm actually from New York, so I'm definitely a fan of mobile and Saucony signs. Other than that, the trunk is my favorite part of this whole build so far. It's coming together so great. I guess I kind of went overboard. It's not really a rat rod anymore, but we definitely did the Line X. Line X came out, you know, pretty sweet. Did that all the way around, sealed it up. Had to do a couple patches. I had a big rust hole back in here, but I wound up just putting a bit of Dynamat over the hole, and then I bedlined over it, and it's sealed up flawless. So anyways, that's my favorite part about this car. I kind of want to share it with you. Other than you know, I could not find a rear bumper for the life of me, and this one had some damage, so I had to cut some dimple dies in it to hide a crease here, and had all the powder coat done by my buddy over at 6651 Ryan. If you guys are in Vegas and need powder coat, don't bother with anybody else. Just go over to 6651. Ryan's prices can't be beat, and I mean, just the quality of this it's phenomenal. This is actual metal flake for doing real paint jobs. By real paint jobs, I mean you know, 2-3 stage automotive paint jobs. That's gold and green over black, and he had to lay the black first, then he had to mix metal flake into clear vision, and then he had to lay down the clear, and then he had to bury it with more clear coat. And how we got it to lay out like a mirror is beyond me. A little bit more about Danny. Danny here is probably the baddest painter, one of the baddest painters in the country. He airbrushes everything. It's wild. But anyways, I guess I kind of went a little overboard with being a rat rod, so I don't know what you call it now, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Our next video is going to be FiTech on the dyno. We're going to be dynoing this car, and we're going to be talking about the sponsors for the NASCAR. So we'll be dropping another video in 2 days. It'll be packed with dyno action and all about the NASCAR. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, we'll see you then.